Compliments. Regions for Western Union.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Dirty Life, I'm in them squeezing, and you're listening to Power 95, Soca in Job Nation.
Papa, tell me about the mass. I saw the boy. Wow. Give him a pen.
Exclusively to Power 95.
I hear from the elders with evidence to show up places to shell down, Papa.
Come back in the room, guys.
Transformation of my generation to your generation.
Let's free up a little bit now after that heavy morning. Brand new one on Power 95 exclusively. The Power, you're gonna hear it for only on Power for the rest of the day. Elements Rhythm, good morning. Come back on the live. Welcome back to the show.
The evolution of fetters, change where we just get on. Yes, we have an announcement to make. Things change, time change. We have to take for marches, open up the basket. Right now it's drop, things shifting way. We blazing up some tall flame, reach up on the dark stage. Cut the cabana, cut the ukulele, we party like we used to fet in the 80s. When the fet bad like babies, you come and skating and raining. We the business what you wearing. Papa says, son, what a transformation, Lord. You come in the fet and leaving.
Yeah, Lisa, so we had to dry our tears, refresh our makeup, and come back on the stream. Yeah, needed a couple minutes to switch, you know? Anyways, good morning, G-Ads. Good morning, Christelle, Wendy, Linda, Hugh. Good morning. How's TNT this morning? Lisa. It's still Lisa. Lisa Jones. Lisa Batiste. Maureen, good morning. Come back on the live, guys. Share up the live.
The party was a roadblock by Uncle Carl. The whole place was bouncing. Real mass, no funeral. Fully black, in a that, full of oil, mineral. I know the mass of my baby, no I in the mass as a bigger man. No. Things change, time change. We appetite for marches, open up the basket. Right now it's drop, things shift.
Morning, Molly.
We blazing up some tall flame, reach up on the dark.
Morning, Zavid. Carnival Monday. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? Yeah, they're having a time right now. Action time. Charmaine, Shandy, Zavid. Welcome to the show.
Mile, chugga, change, dab up, aisle. Me heart racing, money. Yeah, man, I've been waiting. I've been contemplating.
Brady, a song like Lava Man, you just reached. G-Ads, good morning.
What a master to Bongo Ross. There's no way we kick it on me while upstairs. This master to Bongo Ross. Watch out, I don't want to feel we climb on face. What a master to Bongo Ross.
Exclusively to Power 95 for the entire day. Get used, get familiar. Money.
It's not complicated. This type of master me crave.
It sounds different on radio to when he sang it. See what happens when people aren't familiar with the old song. I keep saying, put out the song, put out the song. Let us know what you're going to sing before you sing. And we'll be standing there like, what? As we're listening to this now, trust me, have a vibe, right? So different. has so much vibe. Buddy, what's going on with you?
I've been waiting.
Oh, the song of vibe. Honestly, I'm gonna say I did not get it on the night because it was foreign to me, new to me. I was like, what? What's wrong? Listen.
This must spot to Bongoras. Watch out, I know nothing till we climb on fence. What a must spot to Bongoras. Show me your banners, let me see your banners. This must spot to Bongoras. Show me your banners, let me see you. Na. It's not complicated. This type of mass me crazy. I'm just feeling amazing. Just look at how many people behaving. We don't behaving. And when the morning coming on the mask are done, the place wake up, everything shake up. You gotta love it cause it's different. A madman's we delivering. What a mask man to Bongoras. Them know we kick on you.
Man to Bongoras.
This mask man to Bongoras. Watch out, I know nothing till we climb on face.
Somebody tell Buddy I say don't try that again, please. Don't ever do that again. Song of vibe. Morning, Jackie. Shandy, good morning.
Let me see you. Born wild and wicked and brave. Nothing unsafe. We are in a different place. A different place.
Simone, I am a DJ. I do that by myself every day.
The mask are done. The place
Only on Fridays I'm DJing up, but Monday to Thursday, whatever you hear 9 to 12 is all me. Alright? So let me toot my own horn.
Show me your banners, let me see your banners. This must spot to Bongoras. Show me your banners, let me see you. Na. What a must spot. Jack, style, rocker, mile, chugger, chain, double, aisle. Me heart racing, we never done another party get wasted. And when the morning come, you know the mask are done. The place wake up, everything shake up. You gotta love it cause it's different. A madman's we delivering.
Another Power exclusive right here on Power 95. Get used, get familiar.
This must spot to Bongoras.
All day long on Power 95, blazing the airwaves.
What a must spot to Bongoras. Show me
So bad. Song of a vibe, song of a buzz.
this must spot to Bongoras.
Yeah, money.
Show me your banners, let me see you.
I'm sold right now.
What a must spot to Bongoras. Here we wait.
Hold on, here we wait. We locked in a cage, so watch we cross the gates. No need to hesitate. We come for the vibes and the mass and the music.
Up and running one more time. Welcome back to the room. Good morning, Harry Noel. Good morning, Sonia.
Can't believe
Welcome to the show. Andrew, the angel. Good morning. Neil, good morning. Is it Neil or Niall? Parents. I don't know what it is. Hey, Tam, how are you? And I didn't get a chance to say thanks to everyone who came out and showed us love on the weekend. Teamed up with Flo for our summer bacchanal tour. The weather sort of soured the vibe a little bit, because it was a whole lot of fun on the road. Yeah.
Here we big, bold and brave.
and we come to have we way.
Here we big, bold and brave.
Pull and break away.
Here we big, here we brave.
From the top of the place.
Here we big, here we brave.
Thank you to all the partners, all the DJs, all the Flow family who took time out to come out on the road with us on Saturday. Thank you to all the folks in the different villages in the parishes for showing us the much needed love. So hopefully we get to do it again soon. We get an earlier start so we're able to cover more ground. But thank you. It was an amazing time on the road with the Flow family. So we've got the man in the building, Juice. Juice, what name we using really? Because
Choose a voice.
Juice the voice.
Yeah.
All right. Because I have to be sure. Because I saw Ricardo.
Ricardo is my Facebook name.
Is your Facebook name?
That's just my regular page, but I have a Choose a voice.
So why not
original
condense
fan page.
it and put it in one so we know
Facebook-
where to find you?
Facebook not allowing me to do it.
Oh,
I
so
tried.
to do it, you have to do over your entire.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the fan page been up about 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, I haven't been doing much year round on it. But it's different now.
Different vibe.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Carnival edition of this. And then we have Juice, the voice, in studio with us this morning. And listen, Juice, I don't know, it's like every year we have to have the conversation of how amazingly talented Juice is. But we just need to find the extra juice to get Juice where he needs to be. But Juice by himself with the vocals, everything, we can't dismiss the fact that Juice is really, really talented and he
Thank you
has
very much.
the voice, you know. So Juice, welcome back to the room, welcome back to the show.
It's a pleasure being here. It's a pleasure being here. You know what I mean? Every year I actually look forward to coming and sit down with Aruna. You know what I mean? It's been a long time, you know? Since before here, you know what I mean? So
always
it's a whole vibes, you know what I mean?
always. So you can't, so they could never say I don't support Juice. Right? Juice always gets support here at love.
Yes, man.
Always. But this year, I am so feeling your songs this year. This year it's just a different energy and vibe to it. Of course, although you did not get into the semifinals, but hey, you still continue to make music that we love. What's going on? How are you keeping up? How are you remaining in the game? Because I know there are times we've spoken and you're like, I'm thinking I'm getting tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
What's making you stay though?
it's been like 22 years since I started as a recording artist. I've been doing it as a hobby for a while, and you know, kind of fall off. And right now, I should say that I am an official artist. You know what I mean? I've been bringing good music all the time, but the mindset is different towards the music and everything. You know what I mean? The ethic is different. You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm back. I'm evolved. You know what I mean? It's not to say I'm back because I didn't
You
leave.
didn't go anywhere. You've
You know what
been
I mean?
here.
I've been here, but I have evolved into a different monster. You know what I mean? So this is it.
And this year we got some amazing songs. Of course, you know, Believer is my song. Believer, Believer, I love Believer. And we're going to get a taste of that momentarily. But you're one of the artists who's very outspoken. You speak your mind and you carry no prisoners. You tell it as it is. You express it how you feel regarding, you know, the music and the direction it's going. So I want to give you the opportunity to be freely expressive here as well. Now tell me, there are a lot of challenges. We can't sit down and pinpoint one and in this go through all of them here. But what is that one thing that's very pressing that you need to let the fans or the listeners know regarding Juice and where you are in this industry and what you think can take you further, but it's for some reason there's something holding you back?
I think in the past, I didn't really pay much attention to the business side of music. In getting my finances up and making sure that we do proper marketing for Juice the artist, for Juice the voice. You know what I mean? So I think the biggest my biggest kickback was really marketing and that strategy. You know what I mean? So we're working with a team now, and the season is already in swing. But this is not Juice the voice is not seasonal anymore. You know, so people could look out for a lot from Juice the voice after the season and going into other seasons and coming back into Carnival season. You know what I mean? So this is one of the things that artists normally do. You know, they kind of season themselves to one particular time of the year, and I think that is bad.
Now, in terms of you and competition, I know you're still giving it a shot. You attempted the soca monarch, and of course there's still the groovy, and I always say to you, groovy is your niche.
Yes.
But you still also venture out into the power side of things.
Yeah.
Where do you find yourself gravitating more towards? What part of the soca you find yourself, you know, gravitating towards more?
Well, groovy is my strong point. I love writing music for freedom and enjoyment and just that feeling of
Your
carnival.
music is always clean and uplifting.
You know what I mean?
Always
So
good vibes.
that's my strong point. This year KMP I work with a production out of Miami called Kingsman,
Yeah,
right?
they're good.
Yeah. So he's actually Grenadian living in Miami. Get well soon, bro. You know what I mean? So he sent the song for me. He sent the song Lucid Dreams for me, and I was like, yo, bro, I've heard the song. The way the song written, boy, I was like, whoa. And then something just said, Juice, there's a song in it. You know what I mean? So I decided to go with it. And the rest is history. You know what I mean? Right now is getting a lot of love on social media and on the airwaves. I can't complain about anything, and I would not complain about anything because everything is work. A song is a baby. So yeah.
You know what? You know what I realize about you, and I'm seeing other artists sort of getting in that frame of mind. Although there's a lot that is like when you hear it, you think local. Your songs, you don't put a local touch to it. You don't think local when you hear it. You think, okay, this can play anywhere. Any part of the world you can hear this.
I can't. I can't do it. The artist in me, I believe my music is for the wide public. It might not be for everybody because I have friends that say, "Yo, Juice, yeah, we good on thinking about your kind of music is not my music." You know what I mean? And I come to terms with it. I
But the
understand
thing
that.
about it is, if you like music, you like music. So I don't get this. Okay, your kind of music is not my type of music. Even though you may go to a fete, there are people who like the power and the up and run, up and down, and
Yeah,
wave branch and wave flag and wave
yeah,
rag. But if you're a true lover of music, regardless of who's singing it, that music should hit. It should be like, you know what, I like it. I
yeah,
love that song.
yeah.
There should be no but. You know. So in terms of, and that's a conversation I had with my guest last for some of the artists that I spoke to last week. We were speaking about the whole, okay, I am an artist, but like I said, artists now have to get into that mindset that, hey, this is my 8 to 4, this is my 9 to 5, this is a business and treat it as such. And as such, it's like, okay, I'm working here, I have control of the room, but I have a manager, somebody who I defer to, somebody who says, give directives.
Yeah.
This is what I like, this is what you want done, this is who you have today, this is what you should do, and blah blah blah. For an artist now, you realize most of the artists is y'all are cook, chief cook and bottle washer, as you say.
Yeah.
You do everything yourself. You manage, you sing, you write, you do everything.
Yeah.
So a question I asked them, I want to ask you the same question. Have you gotten to a point where you realize there must be, in order to take Juice the voice to the next level, you need some other support in
Yes.
terms of managing Juice the artist?
I must say big up to Hot Flex Promotion. Um, we right now have a kind of juggernaut team of artists, and our manager, she is single handedly the Wonder Woman in soca music. You know what I mean? She's one of the unsung heroes. You know what I mean? So I must say big up to Kimberly. So we under the same camp. Me, Alma Boy, Duan the Entertainer, Hits. You know what I mean? So Hot Flex Promotion, we growing and we coming outside there and we coming large. In the past 4 years, we linked up, and I am to blame, for the way things go, because doing it for so long, you kind of grow a hard skull in the way you think things should go. You know what I mean? But letting go and let somebody take charge is something that comes with maturity, and this year I decided, just sit back, Juice, and take
somebody
direction.
work
You
on
know what I
your
mean?
behalf.
And let somebody do it. You know what I mean? Because that's the reason why for the past 3 years things haven't been going. Because we've been butting heads, with just me trying to still steer the ship while I have a captain. You know what I mean?
Can't work that way.
So it can't work that way. You know what I mean? So that's one of the stepping stones that I had to personally get over mentally.
I noticed, I mean, and talking about mental, I noticed that you, and this is something that I really want you to speak on to the fans, because I noticed you touched this morning, and I'm seeing other folks saying that, oh, if you're not an artist, stay away from social media because it can do a number on you mentally when you see some of the harsh comments or the the criticism that you get from fans or from people at different events. It can really, really, jab at your morale and your self-confidence and make you want to give up. But I know at one point you felt that way in terms
Yeah.
of your acceptance and people not accepting you because you're not of a particular ilk, or you don't look that way, or you're that way, and you considered giving up for a while. Now I
Yeah.
want you to use this medium, since we're on the topic of mental health, and of course after having such an amazing conversation with Dexter as an artist, mentally, what would you say to the fans?
Well, first of all, I was listening to Dexter talking, and I was like, "Hey, yo, this man talking about me, boy." You know what I mean? Because I mean, some of us we've been to that place, where Dexter been, and early this year, I kind of been to that
Yeah, and
place.
you alluded to that on some of your
You know what I
postings.
mean? And when it comes to me as an artist, I used to be real cut up about what people say and what people think, because I mean, like it or not, and admit it or not, we as artists, we come out here, we people pleasers. You know what I mean?
You come to entertain
So
yourself.
this is our game. We come out here to please people, because without the people who listen to our music, you know what I mean? So I mean, but when it comes to social media, I have matured on social media this year. to realize, listen, I was listening to your program last week with Alma Boy, and he said something, and that sparked something in me, boy. And he said that when he was in California show, and he run out singing, "That is your man, that is your new man," and he said the crowd went wild, and when he started singing his groove music, the people, everybody just stand up, die, you know what I mean? And I, it, it clicked in me that, Juice, you're not for everybody. And I understand that. Okay, I said, Juice, the reason why you don't get booked for a lot of shows is because most of the shows, they're not
Sort of
tailored to your kind of music, so it's not my problem. Then most of the DJs, when they go in the shows, you can't blame them for playing one set of music, because this is the nature of the show, so I understand that, and that's sparking me. But now, with people's opinion, I realize that a lot of people talk for talking's sake. And it might be, okay, like, look at the live on them, when people looking at them live and things. Some people so condescending. You see people say things about artists that you never thought this kind of thing will come from that person. And I watch it and I laugh, because I say, this thing don't even affect me in my daily life. So why should a comment on social media really affect me and stop me from living out my true purpose and my true desires? You know what I mean? So people use social media as a safe space for them to be lewd and to be crass and all those kind of things, because people don't see them in real life. You know what I mean? And some of these people, they don't contribute. And I say, I said this morning to myself, when you're trying to change the world, your biggest oppositions come from the most insignificant places. You know what I mean? So within yourself is the most significant place that you could ever be. So we pay too much attention to the background noise. The background noise is most time insignificant. I have my circle and I have my people that give me critical analysis. I have my family are Christians. I am the only person who outside here doing this and living the dream, and my family is very critical. They support me full 100. And this morning we was having a discussion, and they was giving me my down points and critical analysis of my performance and all them kind of thing. So you have to have a core and within yourself believe in what you want to do. And I think that is a good step into mental health and self-care.
Totally agree. Wow, I like that conversation this morning hitting. It's really hitting, It's like one was Dexter, now you. And it makes a whole lot of sense. At the end of the day, you have to be your biggest supporter. As much as you'd love the support of everybody, we have to be realistic that it's not gonna happen. So with that being said, we are now heading into the groovy side of things, and you're a groove man and you've got songs and what have you. What's the next step for you?
So the next step right now, presently, is getting ready for Friday. So
Which one of
Friday,
the songs you doing? Believer, Chip and
I don't know. We have Chip and Drift done.
Chip and Drift.
Yeah, but Believer in the past
I like
couple
Believer. I don't know.
in the past couple of weeks, people been telling me, boy, Believer, bad boy. You know? And
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, guys. Listen to this one, and then you know what? Sing both of them, and let's decide which one y'all feeling more. All right, so let's hear you on
come
this
to
one.
make people hear the music and sing along. Boy, this one is them people's song. We love soca to the bone and they will never stop. Lord, is we make the party come alive. When soca music play, the place just have to catch our vibes. Lord, we drifting from left to right. And soca how we high and now we moving like a kite through the band. Watch me, you are chiffin', chiffin'. Watch me, you are drippin', drippin'. Watch me, you are chiffin', chiffin'. Through the band, yes. Watch me, you are chippin', chippin'. Watch me, you are drippin', drippin'. Watch me, you are chippin', chippin'. And I'm ready to chip, drip, chip, drippin', drippin'. Now watch me, drippin', drippin'. Through the band, chip, drip, chip, drippin', drippin'. Watch me, you are drippin', drippin'. Hey, it's who does start the party. We don't start it. And who mash up the party. We don't do it. Who jump, we jump. Who jump, can't jump. You see that part, That's my favorite part. Everybody. Yes. Yeah. As I reach into my line up in the band. In the burning sun, and we don't give a damn. With liquor in me hand, jumping up and down while like a Taliban. Is we make the party come alive. When soca people reach the place, just have to catch a vibes. We drifting from left to right. And soca have we high and now we moving like a kite through the band. Watch me, you are drifting, drifting. Watch me, you are chipping, chipping. Watch me, you are drifting, drifting. Through the band, yes. Watch me, you are dripping, dripping. Watch me, you are drifting, drifting. Watch me, you are dripping, dripping.
So that is chip and drift. All right, so that's one. Option one. This one here, I love both of them, but this one here is my personal
That's your favorite.
choice. That's my favorite. Everybody knows I play this every day.
Whoa,
So, guys,
yeah.
tell me, do you think it's
Can you
one?
bring my
So, I
temperature
want you all
up?
to do this in the chat. Put one or two. The first one is chip and drift, and this one here is believer. Tell me which one you feel more for groovy.
Yes, girl, I
All right, hold on.
believe in you. Can you bring my temperature up? Bring your water, come wet it up. Get me up, cause I'm dreaming too much. Boy, girl, I'm a believer. Hey. Yes, girl, I believe in your bumper. You looking like you fit at the power. To make a man white till he perspire. So cool me with your water, girl. Girl, you spin me wrong, spin me like a merry-go-round. When you hear the beat of the drum, and the bam bam me touch the ground. Girl, you spin me wrong, spin me like a merry-go-round. When you hear the beat of the drum, and the bam bam me touch the ground. I want you, girl, work, 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 work. Work it for me, girl, work it for me, girl. Work it for me, girl, work it for me, girl. Work, 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 work. Work it for me, girl, work it for me. I'm giving it all to you because I believe, yes, girl, I'm watching you. Them things what they say, and girl, it must be true. It's like your grandmother put a spell on you. To tantalize man, baby, that's what you do. Baby girl, I'm watching you, girl. Girl, you spin me round, spin me like a merry-go-round. When you hear the beat of the drum, and the bam bam me touch the ground. Girl, you spin me round, spin me like a merry-go-round. I wanna die part right now, die part right now. Hey, I want you, girl, work, 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 work. Work it for me, girl, work it for me, girl. Work it for me, girl, work it for me, girl. All the ladies on the live right now. I give it all to you because I believe in you. Girl, you bringing me temperature up. Bring your water, come wet it up. Oh, you man, girl, I can get it up. Oh, girl, oh, girl. Girl, you bring me temperature up. Bring your water, come wet it up. Get me up, cause I'm dreaming too much. You know why? Cause girl, I'm a believer. And girl, I believe in your bumper. It looking like you fit at the power.
You make a man wine till he perspire. So cool me with your water, girl. Can you spin me like a merry-go-round? When you hear the beat of the drum, and the bam bam me touch the ground. Girl, you spin me like a merry-go-round. When you hear the beat of the drum, and the bam bam me touch the ground. I want you, girl.
So the results are in at number 2 by a landslide. I ain't even see one nowhere there. All I'm seeing is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, all the way down. I'm telling you, from day one, Believer dropped, it has been my anthem. I play this almost every day. Well, not almost. I play it every day. It's like just like your voice is the way you switch it up. The different notes that you touch in the song makes it so good. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And you know that song was supposed to drop last year.
Well, you know what? Good thing you saved it for this year. Yeah. Sheena said she didn't even know who sang that. All I know, I'm jamming. I'm telling you. So the thing is, that's what I'm saying, the importance of marketing yourself as a brand, as an artist. Because there's a lot of songs people hear on the radio and they enjoy and they can't put a face to the name, They hear the name, they hear the song, but they be like, Juice, who's Juice? So that is why I keep saying having a manager is important, somebody to put you out there, somebody who you do professional photo shoots, post your pictures, post your music, handle your social media a platform. Every day there must be something. We don't care if you post the same thing 100 times, but once it's put it there, after a while, it sinks in. It can be an occasional, let me just pass and post a little something on social media. It has to be consistent. And I already gave you your props for being consistent over the years because I've seen the growth. Every year there's a different juice, it's a different vibe, a different energy. But it's just that people aren't resonating with juice. We can identify with juice like how you would see, for example, a Boise and say, oh, that's Boise, because he's out there like that. Now we need to have juice there because you have the voice. There's no questioning your talent. You have it. But it's a matter of identifying who you are with the music. I think that is where we have a sort of identity crisis. There's a disconnect. People know the song, but they don't know the artist. You get what I'm saying? So
And
we have to work on that.
I think it's because I haven't been an artist out of the season. You know what I mean? Because that's where a lot of the groundwork has to be done. Like in the season right now, everybody they will gravitate to their favorites because that's who they're looking forward to. So to try to really do that heavy marketing within the season to let people know who you are, it's kind of hard.
It's hard.
You know what I mean? So thanks for the advice, and
So
we
in or
really
out
have
of
to do it.
season, you have to find a way.
Yeah.
In or out of season, you have to find a way to make yourself more marketable,
Yeah.
more out there, because these are good songs. You can't just have songs like that season and then, we're not seeing you on a Uber, we're not seeing you flying out Labor Day, Notting Hill. We want to see you out there because you have the material, you have the music, but it's just that there's a disconnect, like I said, in the presence of the person, the personality, the artist, and that is what we need. We need more of to get you out there and get you in more events. And I know Alma Boy and the guys last week, Brother B, etc., touched that as well in terms of more events catering for artists of your caliber, artists who do more groovy and not necessarily jump, because not every event requires jump up wave. You want to go to a nice brunch, a nice day fete. You want music like this to put you, to get you in the vibe, to get the mood going. No, so not every fete requires a jab, or a wave, or a wine.
Yeah,
So we'd love if more promoters listening, please, let's find a way to incorporate some of the artists who are more into groovy than into the power soca. It's a part of Carnival.
I think we're getting it wrong all the time because I mean, even the groove music, there are groove music that fit into road tunes too. And we always think when we hear the road, we think it's run up and down, run up and down, run up and down, run up and down. I mean, I like it too. I like the run up and down songs. But we
when
need
you play mass with a big backpack and the last thing you want to do is run up and down.
You understand? So we need to learn how to give the masqueraders that time to conserve the energy. When time they could give a burst of energy, you know what I mean? We need to have a mixture in the selections on the road. You know what I mean? I would love to hear some groovy playing on the road. You know what I mean? I mean, if we're talking Juve, that might be different because the Juve crowd, them come out to just 24/7, right? But like fancy mass, When you hear fancy mass is a different level of mass. You know what I mean? So you could still bring in some nice.
You
groovy
can't power
selections
your
on
way
the
through
road.
that entire road in
No.
that big backpack in that hot sun from Wall Street to
You know what I mean?
town. You can't power your way through that whole time. So
Remember-
there's time and place.
Remember, people come from Queen Show. They come from Calypso. Then they go Panorama. Then they go Soca Monarch. Then they go Panorama. You know what I mean? And then you go Monday Juve. And then you're coming back Monday evening for
Monday night
pageant.
mass,
And then
pageant
you're coming
and then
back
Monday night mass.
for Monday night mass. And then you're coming back on
Can't
Tuesday
power your way
again.
through.
So
We need
imagine,
that
you know what I mean? That's why people are be so exhausted. You know what I mean? I wonder what just happened because it's like a horse race on the road. You know what I mean?
We need the grooves. There's so many good quality grooves. It's not funny. It's just like song after song. It's like amazing grooves. But like you said, go to a fete and you hardly hear them. It's
Yeah,
just,
don't hear
you
them.
know, so I hope we can work on that.
I
hope we can.
look at the live with Scratchmaster and Kingpin and them, and they was speaking about the way the DJs don't really know their place within the fete, and everybody want to come and play the top 15 tunes, right? But that exhausts people. That make people get tired.
And it sounds like you're hearing the same songs over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
And then at the end of the night, no matter who play, when the people leave the fete, they're going to say the fete was boring because they never give them the chance to actually leave the fete on a climax. From the time they enter the fete, it's the same pace that when they get drunk and leave. And then the promoter not making the money that they're supposed to make because people leaving halfway through the fete because they tired already. You know what I mean? So let me do the thing, my man. Let me do the thing.
Juice, we gotta go. So final words to the patrons and the fans and the listeners.
So I just want to say thank you to everybody who've been supporting me over these years. You know what I mean? Expect some big things from Juice coming soon. You know what I mean? We're working on 2 music videos also.
Yes,
so
that's important.
look out for Juice.
You ever did any music video for your song?
Yes, I did. I did a video for the one last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the song.
It happens.
Believer Day in my head, you know?
Brain
That sounds so nice to have
Yeah.
Believer Day in my head. Right? Party done. Call me.
Call me.
So yeah, we did a video. We dropped it after the season, and it's still getting love. We're still getting plays and things. So look out for us this year again, and we're doing it again.
Much love.
Thank you to Power FM. Thank you to Aruna.
You are so welcome, man, any and every time. Blessings and manners, and of course, looking forward to seeing you in the Groovy Finals. I'm not playing that with you this year.
Yes.
Looking forward to seeing you on that final stage.
Yes.
Sides, big up yourself, man, and big up everyone in the live. Tomorrow, retirement age is 65 will be passing through. Uncle Limas, Uncle will be coming in the. Uncle Specky will be coming through the ladies' room tomorrow, so I hope you guys will tune in for that. Uncle coming and tell y'all, remind you all that retirement age is 65, but he's not 65 as yet. So everybody at the live, thank you so very much, guys, for powering up. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure as always having you here. Thank you so much to our friends at Western Union for powering up all morning as well. All right, so have a great Monday, guys. Stay on the safe side, all right?